First and foremost, call Elohim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, who are double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well, and salutations to you brothers that push this word in truth and in sincerity. Coming back with another lesson. And as you can see, this is from ABC or NBC News, and it says up here, it says neuro restore. Okay, medical breakthrough, paralyzed man able to walk again with brain and spine implants. Okay, and I'm gonna play some of this, no volume though. And this video goes into how this man had a motorcycle accident over a decade ago, and via them implanting a pretty much a microchip in his brain and in his spine, he's able to walk. All right, which people would consider that a miracle. All right, and it looks like he got a demon on him, man. All right, because that technology is demonic. So pretty much what happens is a signal is sent electronically from his brain when he thinks about moving, or walking. A signal is sent from his brain electronically to his spine, and he's able to maneuver. Now, the part of his spine that's injured, which I believe is up here in his neck, it needs to be bypassed in order for the signal to be carried to the region of his body that needs to function, that needs to receive the signal in order for his body to function. Okay, so normally the electronic signal will be sent through the spine to the rest of the body. All right, and you're able to control your body. But being that this part of the spine and his neck, I believe, is it doesn't work. That's where the Wi-Fi signal comes into play, so to say. It's just like you have an Ethernet cord connected to your modem. Back in the days, you would connect the Ethernet cord from your modem to your to your desktop. Okay, if that cord got disconnected, you weren't able to connect to the internet. All right, but with the advent or the invention of Wi-Fi, you are now able to wirelessly connect to the internet. All right, so it's the same thing with this implant. Now, a lot of people will consider that a miracle, and you're gonna have a lot of people that are paralyzed that's gonna hop on board with this and want to go through this procedure so they can walk again and have some type of bodily function, which you're never gonna be fully able to maneuver your body the same with this technology. All right, compared to prior to having that. Now, this is Ezekiel 28:1. It says, "The word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of the Most High, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not a God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High." Okay, now this is talking about Tyrus, which was in the ancient world, Hamites, all right, which were they made a lot of wealth via the seas. All right, I believe they were masters at navigating. All right, they dealt with a lot of traffic via the seas. In modern day, America does the same. They import a lot of goods from various countries, and at one point in time, they exported goods to a lot of different countries as well. Not so much anymore because this place is on a decline. But America utilized maritime trading um, to generate a lot of wealth. Okay. Verse 3 says, "Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee." All right. So the modern day, uh, Edomite, all right, they're wiser than Daniel, man. Okay, in wickedness, because to be able to spend time and study the human brain and the anatomy and physiology of the human body, to be able to come up with the technology to use Wi-Fi pretty much to make a paralyzed person be able to walk is crazy. All right, that's very wise, man. But it's wise in wickedness, man. It's on the left hand side. They're Esau trying to play God, pretty much. Okay. Um, this is a Revelation 13:15, which this technology is nothing more than the mark of the beast. Okay, the MOTB, the charagma, because this man had to. Well, actually, let me save that. This is Revelation 13:15. It says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Okay, the ancient Roman Empire. That's what the world is going back to. Is the image of the beast is you know the the way the ancient Roman Empire was ran. Okay, America is the modern day Roman Empire, and the way technology is used to pretty much play God. All right, is the modern day Roman Empire. Okay, the modern day Roman Empire is America resorting back to all the witchcraft and wickedness that was promoted in the ancient Roman Empire, the lawlessness and the abomination. Okay, on top of that, you're gonna have technology incorporated into that. Okay, which we clearly see with this microchip. Okay, so the way the world is now, you if you don't utilize technology, man, you're pretty much an outcast. Like for instance, um, I had to get my phone repaired recently, and I was out of a phone for about 2 weeks. You know, but I still was able to maintain and whatnot. But you had an Edomite uh, that at work that was like, man, how'd you do it? How'd you get by 2 weeks without a phone? I'm like, what the fuck? Easy, man. I'm not addicted to technology like that. And then he was like, oh, I am. So a lot he was going into how a lot of what he does is outside of work is pretty much he needs his phone to do what he does outside of work. And he's hooked on technology, man. Okay, but pretty much the ancient Roman Empire is what Esau in this current empire, Roman Empire, he wants you to worship and live your life modeled after that. Okay, and if you don't, you're gonna be ostracized and ultimately killed, man. Okay. Verse 16, it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right. "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, which translates to 666. Now, every barcode has a numerical language of 666 in there. Okay, now you know that microchip that's planted in his head and in his spine both have a numerical barcode of 666, which means this man is worshiping the image of the beast. Okay, this man has received his the mark of the beast in his body via surgical insemination. They inseminated or implanted, surgical implantation, however you want to put it. They put a surgically implanted that microchip in his brain and in his spine, man. Okay. And therefore, this man, he's thankful to these people that they've done this, and he can walk, to some degree, and also they were saying that even without the device turned on, he can still maneuver somewhat. Okay, so this is severely demonic, and this is fulfillment of prophecy, and this is good that this is happening, because this means that we're close to going home, man. The more individuals you see that was paralyzed popping up, pulling up, hopping out of the wheelchair, the hop out boys hopping up out of the wheelchair and mobbing around, walking around, the more that we see is great, because that means that prophecy is being fulfilled and we're close to this place being destroyed. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, you got World War III brewing up hot and heavy, more heavier and hotter than ever before, man. Okay. But the catch-22 is this here, Revelation 19:20. It says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake burning with brimstone. Okay, so the beast, all right, was taken with the false prophet that wrought miracles before him. Okay, which deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. So, America, okay, the false prophet, which is the Vatican, the Catholic Church, the Vatican. They're promoting. They're gonna promote this technology, man. They're gonna promote taking that RFID chip. Oh, it's not in the Bible. God doesn't condemn it. This is a miracle, and this is a miracle from God, and this, that, and people are gonna be stupid enough to believe that shit. And if they receive that shit, guess what? They've been deceived. Job well done to in the eyes of the Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church. All right, the Roman Catholic Church. They're gonna feel, oh, hey, job well done. We deceived them. They took this, the image of the beast, and they worship. We got their soul and all kind of crazy demonic shit. All right, but the Roman Catholic Church, America, okay, NATO, EU, all of them is gonna be burnt to a crisp. Okay, gonna be cast into alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. Okay, when World War III hits its climax and the nations shoot off those nuclear missiles, man. Okay, And the remnant were slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. All right, and that's talking about Yahweh Shai and the chariots coming through, zapping, um, you know, various individuals. All right, and it's gonna be a feast for the fowls of the air, of the air. All right, they're gonna feast on, you know, a delicacy in their eyes. You know, birds, they eat flesh, and you know, like an eagle, right? You eat you know, or even a vulture. You know, eat the flesh of a dead animal. You know, but in their eyes, the flesh of a human. Oh man, what? You know, they gonna go to town on that. You know, it's a delicacy. But yeah, this is a wicked miracle. All right, that's gonna deceive a lot of people, and they're gonna end up taking that microchip. You know, that MOTB, the mark of the beast, and be condemned to fire and brimstone. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Till next time, I say shalom.